Last night, host of PMS Press, Evans Mensah, took us to the market for a better appreciation of the real cost of food inflation and how the public is reacting. Here is an excerpt from the Malamata market.
And to see how much is what?
A full more juadi and said that any price here, chatos.
Okay.
Actually, I say anything beyond a bonnet to me as a son. And I say so. I feel I am connibum, but I didn't hear a pan and lolly fair.
Lorry fair.
And on a real.
Now, what's a transport no? And a hammer pan?
Yes.
Dainty.
Sir, you say, service you are driver phone. I didn't take Kukura on come from to the Aquana Edda.
Baku say, what on I?
Say me 20.
20 cities.
And I'm
20 cities.
And I'm 25. And I'm 30.
No, 30. Into the more than pie at 30.
Yes.
Okay. What the compare be a time and I say 1 month, 2, 3 months ago. No, not the same.
Oh,
price a change.
Say a change.
A change. A cost.
Eba. Say a chair first.
A chair first. In terms of price, no.
A chair first. It say first. No. Can we say we better turn better say 30.
Back on say no.
It say 25.
Okay.
So what I say. But say Lord of any to me back from. To me back from my na also abehu. But you go afford it there. Brewum. To almost so bra sister abra. Nya dia wo mbetumi abegye ama yese ye ntone fofo
a season to say no cabbage in the price no from kakra but we say green pepper carrot no bon was through
no the price is the same in the body
it's a price no cost from green pepper the price no bag near 22 million per bag
22 million now on the sense and bag
oh it's me about 10 million
first not
1,000 and as a standard for the full bag. But say be new, so no turn an say no. Okay. And say no bag no.
Not basket say no. Not first not turn.
There be a full bag.
Oh okay. But
where yeah arrange.
Where maybe say we na 220.
No.
Okay. Full bag no.
Full bag no.
Okay.
They share na.
Okay. It where see who say. Where see who say na here.
Between be say be 200.
200 cities. Okay, 200 cities. So they see where you 200 cities. So let's look at it. Let's clarify that. So what you see in the basket is 200 cities.
Yeah.
First in the bar. Now go to my here.
100 or 80 cities.
Wow.
Or 70 cities.
Nowadays, the market is not moving like how we want it to, because of especially this rainy season. It affects our market so much. Normally when it comes to rainy season like this, the cars that will move to the bush to bring out the animals doesn't want to go, because when they go and what?
They get stuck in the mud.
Yeah.
Okay.
So sometimes we find it difficult getting the animals during what? Rainy season.
But also means that they are charging you more for transport.
Yes,
to
definitely.
The animals to you at the Malata market.
That's it.
Okay.
That's it. The cow, goat, sheep, most of them are what? Coming from our neighboring countries like Burkina Faso, Cote d'Ivoire, Mali, and Niger. This is where we
Burkina Faso, Cote d'Ivoire, Mali, and Niger.
Yes.
As we speak right now, Niger is on fire with a coup.
Yeah.
Burkina Faso has a coup.
Yes.
Mali has a coup.
Yeah.
How is that affecting the price and your ability to get it?
Yes. So far, for the ones in Burkina Faso, and especially Togo, for instance, for them, deers are coming.
Okay.
But the ones in Niger and Mali are not coming like first.
Jeffrey 5 CD continue.
5 cities. And do 3 cities.
Oh, baby.
Okay, try 5 cities, mommy. Try 5 cities,
okay.
So I'm buying 2 5 CD balls of fufu. That's 1. That's 5 CD.
Goat meat.
I'm a goat meat. Goat meat back here.
But 15 CD.
Okay, so goat meat, you said the goat meat is 15 CDs, is 10 CDs, mommy 15 CDs. Goat meat 15 CDs, mommy 15 CDs. You know. So 15 cedis, I buy 15 cedis goat meat, 2 of that. So that's one of it is 15 cedis. And the second one, okay, so that's 2. So this is 30 cedis for the 2. And you begin to see from the goat meat market we went. And now fish,
fish.
I'm a fish. Now, how much is the fish? Okay.
Salmon fresh.
Salmon. Okay, salmon. How much is that? 10 cedis. So that is 10 cedis, as you can see. 10 cedis. Give me one. So yours is 60 cedis. Mine is 50 cedis.
Yeah.
And is it costing you more now? Is that your favorite restaurant?
Yes.
Is it costing you more now to get your same food than it cost you, say, a few months ago?
Oh,
has the price gone up or is it the same?
Oh, maybe some times ago, maybe I can buy 30, 40. Maybe a week, maybe I can buy food like here. I can buy food maybe a week like maybe 300 to 5
a week.
So that is the excerpt of that interaction by Evans Mensah in the Malata market to really assess the real food inflation out there. But Professor William Peprah of the Andrews University believes that the food inflation as we're witnessing now is due to the influence of the dollar effects of the city. So the dollar exchange rate, that is what is really influencing the food inflation that we're experiencing. We will bring you more of his reaction. He was addressing a webinar when he made that statement. So in addressing a webinar, he said he thinks that the factor driving the food inflation in Ghana is as a result of the dollar and cedi exchange rate.
We have noticed with the dollar becoming very dominant, and let me put it another way, very strong now, it's really affecting local entrepreneurs. They will have to look for more local currencies to go and exchange for fewer US dollars to be able to engage in international trade. What it means is that we are importing, let me put it in other inflationary pressures into various countries. I use Ghana as an example. As I mentioned, within last year alone, inflation got to about 57% by December, and it's now around 43%. A majority of the major component of the inflation is a result of exchange rates devaluation of the cedi. So such a situation is what is really affecting entrepreneurs. Also, if an entrepreneur wants to go and look for facilities or loan to be able to engage in international trade, it becomes a challenge. The question they will ask is, you are going to sell your product in your local currency. How are you going to price your product in a way to be able to pay back the loan? So it really also affects pricing of products. Entrepreneurs are not able to price their product because the exchange rates between the local currency and the US dollars keep changing. It becomes very volatile. So these are the factors that are really affecting entrepreneurs. It affects planning. And for us in the developing countries, we cannot plan. We need a form of stable currency that will help us be able to plan the long term. If you find out that the dollar or the currency is devaluing all the time, it means that we have to increase our prices, and that is really happening in most economies in the world. So a little bit of the inflationary pressures we have seen in the world, most of us are saying that it's because of the dollar becoming stronger by the day. And if we have an alternative for someone in Ghana to be able to trade with someone in Kenya in an acceptable currency, between someone in Ghana and say South Africa in an acceptable currency within Africa, then it will be able to help us to be able to create a more entrepreneurship. But now the currency we are all using as our acceptable currency is really affecting planning, pricing of products, and also affecting consumer also getting people to purchase. The purchasing power of individuals in their various countries have become very small, and in that cases are killing a lot of businesses. In Ghana, for instance, it is projected if we are not able to find a stable currency, a lot of businesses will have to lay off workers. Manufacturing companies are finding it difficult to import raw materials into the country. So these are the effects that we are seeing with the dollar becoming stronger. So it's for entrepreneurs, what we want is that currencies should be stable so that we'll be able to plan and be able to price well, find customers that will be able to buy within their purchasing power.